Ladies and gentlemen, once again I urge you, get out your mobile phones, go live, tag Bad to the Bone, let's dominate social media as we step inside the semi-final. Bad to the Bone presents 3 2-minute rounds of hybrid boxing in this semi-final of our 8-man prize fighter tournament. Introducing first, standing in the red corner, David Winiarski. His opponent across the ring stands in the blue corner, Ryan Gibbs. Dave Needham is our referee in charge of the action. Let's get down to business.
First semi-final match of the Bad to the Bone Super Fight Series, Winiarski versus Gibbs.
Round 1.
Both fighters on their toes, measuring with a jab. The pump feint from Gibbs as he looks just to sneak in a little closer. Nice jab by Winiarski, taking his head off the center line and firing it off that coil.
Come on, David, go! NFL, David, come on! Come on, David,
We were saying before that sometimes it comes down to the intangibles. When I watched these two guys fight, I thought it would favor Gibbs. But when I look at him now, you can see it's going to be a little more competitive here than I thought it was.
Yeah. Winiarski looks like he's looking to do work with his left hand.
Yeah, he's catching that little inside screw shot.
Yeah.
Now, you have Gibbs switch stance to start to control that jab now. Looks like he's trying to draw a shot out.
Winiarski switching, and again.
Beautiful head movement there from Winiarski. Sometimes when you see guys switch and then switch straight back, gives me a read of like the stance is hollow. So if I press on a stance like that, the fighter might not really have many skills to fight me there. Beautiful
nice
shot
from Winiarski. Great.
He looks good here.
Yeah. Looks a lot more relaxed in this bout.
Yeah. Sometimes you get the first fight out of the way in these tournaments and it really helps because you've accepted the risks of the situation. You've already felt them. It's not like it's been 3 months since your last fight. It's been 30 minutes to an hour. It'd be nice to see Gibbs get someone off down the middle here, but the sweeping brush left hook is just allowing Winiarski to brush Gibbs out of the way and giving him a little angle towards that left side.
Who are you giving that round to?
I think you give it to Winiarski.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Landed that nice little combination, that 2-shot combination.
Yeah. It's a close round, it's edgy. He can, it looks like he's struggling to build consistent offense. But to be fair, you only need to win it by a little, right? You know, so if he can wait, draw Gibbs into punching and then counter with that left hook, you might be able to keep him at that distance for the full bout. I wonder who's going to make the adjustments. I mean, have you got any ideas on how Gibbs might adjust to Winiarski to allow him to get a little closer to get his shots off?
I think he had some good ideas of switching stance and trying to shut down the lead hand.
Yep.
But again, he wasn't really finding anything there, and you saw him switch back immediately. So
I'd like to see him cut the ring a little and maneuver his man into the ropes, which, you know, would restrict a little bit of that footwork that Winiarski's using to stay on the outside. I mean, at the moment, Gibbs pushes forward, Winiarski circles left, and then Gibbs pushes forward again. It gives Winiarski a large circle to walk around. But if he was able to cut him off a little,
close those feet together.
Yeah, square his body up. Yeah. The straight shots might come down the middle and land. You see a good shot, nice to the body. Good shots from both men. Gibbs reaching out that lead arm, looking to maybe trap a hand and pull it down. He catches a nice right hand on Winiarski over that glove. hook cross thrown by Gibbs, but Winiarski slides a right hook through the middle of the guard.
Let's go, David! Come on! Get him!
You can see when Gibbs pushes in, that left hand just drifts out to the side, and then he sweeps it in, and it just gives him a little pivot off.
Come on, David! Go on! Come on, David!
Good shots by Winiarski. Good jabs from both men. Now Gibbs pushes in with a high guard. He realises he needs to get a little closer. And this is working. He catches 2 strong jabs. You can see him calling his man on. But Winiarski, to me, is a little too sensible for that.
Yeah.
Even though he is a bare knuckle boxer.
Gibbs put opened up under his right eye, Winiarski.
Yes. Now, this story is starting to unfold. I can see that if Gibbs uses the double forearm guard, takes a couple of extra steps in,
And ladies and gents, don't forget,
wait
Bad
to
to the
punch.
Bone has the
But
sickest
Gibbs isn't
merchandise
punching. He takes 2
anywhere
steps in, and
out of
now
any
he's in a
combat
range
full
where
show in the
it's
UK.
very hard
It's
for Winiarski
available all
to
night
just slap that
long
hook
at
in.
the box office.
The
Go
straight
and hit
shot
up the
will
Bad
find
to
his
the
target
Bone
a little quicker.
merchandise store.
But it's just if the corner team and Gibbs make that read. You know, double forearms guard, nice high guard, pushing nice and close, bang, bang, from a little closer position. You see it here in the replay. He starts to catch the jab without needing to step in. Now this is a sweet spot in distance. Look, 2 jabs from that position. That jab, we call it the drop jab in our gym. It kind of looks a little bit like passing somebody a microphone. But it's very, very effective. And you'll see Mayweather using it constantly in his fights.
Well done! Let's go! Come on, David!
Round 3, final round.
Come on, David!
Looks like the corner's called for the jab and an increase in work rate.
Come on, now! Come on, David! You can do it! Hey! Come on, David!
Close shots from both. Winiarski catches his feet on the sponsor pad. The jab now of Gibbs finding its mark. He's found that sweet spot where his big toes just close to Winiarski's, and those hooks don't quite make the mark fast enough.
Come on, David!
You can see a little change in the disposition, the body language of Winiarski now. He can feel Gibbs's pressure, and you know, the first layer of that hook is just not holding the game together as well as he would like. All Gibbs needs to do now is develop his offense from a jab into something with a bit more weight transfer.
Come on, David!
Yeah, he looks like he's picked up the distance.
Yep, he's figured it out.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs this switch.
Come on, catch up! Go!
Now, you've got to be, if you was either of these guys, it's not clear who's winning. Somebody has to take over and decide with the pacing. Right now, a knockdown would make it a lot more clear who's been in charge. Taking a look at Winiarski's nose now, it looks like he's got a cut. Oh, that thing is broken. The jab has slowly started to crumble the structures of his face. And now the right hand looks like it's close behind.
Gibbs is looking good here. Great head movement.
He's
10
looking good.
seconds remaining.
I mean, the second round's up for grabs for my money. He's got this round. The second round is close, and the first goes to Winiarski. So, if you really, really want that 20 grand, you've got to do everything you can to snatch it.
Close fight.
Close fight. I'm unsure who's got this. It's a shame that a fight like this would be 3 rounds, because it seems like if this was to go for 5, you might see a stoppage and you might see the story unfold into something with a little more depth.
Yeah.
The jab of Gibbs, the left hook and circling left of Winiarski. Let's see what the judges have to say. I'm glad.
It'd be very interesting to see the scorecards on this one.
I'm glad I don't have that little pen and piece of paper.
Okay. Can we get both fighters in the center of the ring for the official announcement, please?
Winiarski raises his hand. It looks to me like he's trying to control the image of the situation. But he knows how close this is. He must believe in himself.
The judges' scorecards. It is a split decision. The fighter progressing to the final. In the red corner, David Winiarski.
It looks like that round 1 and 2 went to Winiarski, and the third round goes to Gibbs. Gibbs looks upset, but look, if you don't push and give it everything when it's very close, it's
David
hard to complain. I'm not saying I'd have been able to do anything different, but it's just the nature of this sport. The cliche term, leave it in the hands of the judges, you're disappointed.
Yeah.